Covington has many students who move in and out of the district throughout the year, transients. What program do we recommend to make sure these students are educated in the school and their scores will not harm the district's overall test scores?
I'm going to back up Mr. Fitzgerald here because we do have a high population of transient where they will come into the school, they're there for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they're gone, and then they come back. We have a high population of homeless children, and we have to assess these children, make sure that they're getting what they need, not only educationally, but also socially, because we have a lot of kids that might be sleeping on benches. And
we also, in our high schools, when we have new kids come in from Ohio who haven't had all the ACT prep that we get, because we do ACT testing in Kentucky, but in Ohio they don't, we put them sometimes in ACT boot camp. So they are given intense ACT training during the school day. So we are already addressing these things, and I appreciate that our district takes our transient population that seriously.
We ultimately don't have control over the fact that the students are transient. We do have the fact that we have to deal with them when they transfer into our district. We might get students that transfer in 2 weeks before the testing window. You know, we're still going to get scored. We're going to take a hit on that.
Transient students are not unique to Covington. Cincinnati has them, Newport has them. When I taught in Bellevue, we have them. I would point out that Kentucky now has an exemption from the No Child Left Behind Act. And so we do not have a lot of the same sanctions that other states would have. And so in view of that, I'd like to see us institute an admissions test for all students coming into our district that would allow for correct placement in a class that was not only academically appropriate, but developmentally appropriate. We're not going to get in trouble because we're safe, because we're exempt from No Child Left Behind. So now you can deal with these children as individuals, not as transients, and find the right place for them to be educated.
This is one of those questions that annoys me. First of all, I would like people to define transient. Does that mean if I transfer here from New York that I'm a transient? If I come here from Lexington, Kentucky in the middle of the year, am I a transient? And if Covington schools have some of the lowest test scores in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, you would think the transients would raise that instead of contributing to the problem. I'm not trying to sound, I'm not trying to talk bad. My children are in Covington schools, I mean, I love it here. I want them to do well. But believe me, I live in the urban core. I live at 4th and Greenup. I see homeless people. I do not see infants and children that go to Covington schools laying on benches. We're in Kentucky. We're in northern Kentucky. We're right across the river from Cincinnati. I think this is a myth, an urban legend. I don't see it as a problem. Thank you.
Thank you.